get things underway. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Payne. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the small forward position. And for the Jazz, George and Sexton in the backcourt. Markkanen and Collins, the 3 and 4. And it's MP in at the 5, roaming the paint. Stand two of the greatest words in all of sports, opening day.
Absolutely, Brian. Everybody's undefeated, everybody's optimistic, and everybody is eager to get going, whether you're playing or the guy on the sidelines drawing up plays.
And it's the Grizzlies to start it out. Now Morant to the wing, right side. Here's Edey. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
That one falls.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
To the inside. And that one is hammered home.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Brian.
You know, really, by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
To the paint. Here's MP. Nice start for him, taking his first shot.
Well, he plays both guard positions well. Sexton shows off that court vision.
Pass to Edey. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Markkanen finds Collins. Down low. MP shot is off.
Tremendous defensive effort, saving a bucket right there.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 2, Markkanen. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, guys, Lauri Markkanen had said all along he was content to stay in Utah. And after signing a contract extension, he remains with the Jazz. He turns 28 in May, so he's just entering his prime. There's plenty of runway left if the Jazz think he can guide them back to the playoff mix. And with the timing of when Markkanen signed his extension, he is not trade eligible during this season.
I appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. Markkanen hits them both. Well, Coach Lauri Markkanen, it's been an interesting study to watch his game continue to improve every year.
Yeah, it certainly has, Brian. You know, he was a complimentary player for quite a while, and then finally has developed into a primary offensive threat, and he has thrived.
Pass to Collins. Jackson against George. Here's Markkanen. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Well, Markkanen keeps the defense off balance with the quick trigger.
Outside Morant. Here's Edey. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Timeout call, the Jazz. And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
So Utah ends up going with a new group. And looking at second chance points last year, here were the teams that did the most damage. Memphis ends up going with a new group. Pass to Bain. To the middle. And there's Edey. That's good. And the assist from Bain. Edey's got 10.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Bain. Edey out there with Jackson. And it's Wells in at the small forward position. Moran with it, guarded now by George. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
The free throw drops for Bain. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Memphis leading by 4. Outside Moran. Pass to Bain. He takes it in. Inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
What a passer Bain has become.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Maybe the results haven't been there in recent seasons, but the Jazz have an exciting young core, Coach.
Yeah, they do, B.A. They've focused on youth, and some of those guys are developing into very good players. If this core stays in place and gels and they can add to it a little bit, watch out for this Jazz team.
Pass to Edey. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes. Moran's got his 4th assist in this one.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Now MP to the inside. Sexton goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Sexton's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
And someone like Sexton, well, all scorers really, they have to get points around the hoop.
Outside Bain, lets it go from deep. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Memphis shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
Edey at the line for 2.
That free throw misses. Will stand since trading Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell in 2022. The Utah Jazz have done some reshaping of their roster.
Yeah, and Brian, it's clear that they're not done. The tinkering continues. They're going to continue to move pieces around until they find what they think can become a championship contending team.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing.
And they did a lot of winning, Allie. MP, that one's good.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Memphis calls timeout, and this is the first season matchup for him against this Utah team.
And in a series of the have-nots last year, they came out on the losing end, really looking for some improvement here.
Back. First half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Utah ahead, leading
44. The Grizzlies. 39. And please, a big round of applause for your Jazz Youth Dance Team.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Utah with the ball. Sexton and Markkanen out on the wings. John Collins out there with MP, and it's George in at the one. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half.
All five guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Pass to Edey. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Down low. MP, that one's good. MP's gotten 4 this quarter.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
And Morant gets double teamed. Pass to Edey. On the wing, Bay. Let's go with a 3. Utah grabs the miss.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. George has gotten his first bucket of the night.
George is a creative shot maker, that time with a little stop and pop.
The 16th pick in last year's draft, Keontae George was thrown right into the fire his rookie season, Stan.
Yeah, down the stretch, he was basically handed the keys to the offense at the point guard position. He may take some lumps, but his talent level is evident.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
First team foul.
Morant against George. And he's going for the oop here. Out of bounds. It'll be Jazz ball. All right, here's a look at the schedule for the Memphis Grizzlies. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets. Then on Saturday, they go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
And you know, for that matchup with the Bulls, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start for the year.
And that one drops. Edey's got 21 points in the game.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Well, great to see in-sync offense like this. The pass is perfectly timed, and Collins rises up and puts it down.
Pass to Edey. Jackson with it. Outside Morant, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be.
He is checked in for Utah. Edey's checked in for Memphis. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Edey out there with Jackson. And it's Wells in at the three. And so it's Memphis with it. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Jackson. And that one's good.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Grizzlies trail by 16. Going inside, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Yeah, and every year, Bane's playmaking seems to take another leap. Fantastic pass right there.
MP, that one's good.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, even when there's not an open passing lane, Ja will create one. He is an excellent passer.
George passes to MP. Back to George. Pass to Collins. And here's George. Shot clock at 5. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Grizzlies trail by 14. Here's Wells. The rebound by Markkanen.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Here's Collins. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And it's Morant missing. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. And the jam by George.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Right wing. Morant against George.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Jazz leading by 16. MP outside. To the middle. Nice shot there, making it 8 for 13.
Yeah, they want more playmaking from Markkanen. That's the next step in his game.
To the paint. Here's Edey. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Edey's got 6 points in the quarter.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
To the middle. Here's MP. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Wells. Morant surveying the floor. Here's Edey. Goes back up. Outside for Morant. Fires from deep. Sinks it from distance.
Yeah, that's a great find by Morant. He draws so much attention, there's usually someone open.
Now Collins. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Kessler, he's checked in for MP.
Checking in for the Jazz, Kessler.
And we've got 1:18 left in the fourth. Tipped.
Well, that's a great job by Markkanen, using his 7-foot frame. You forget how long.
So we see Utah get the win here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Take me to the dark side, baby. Stuck inside a daydream lately. Hold me on the dark side, hold me on the dark side, only on the dark side, baby. Take me to the dark side, baby. Stuck inside a daydream lately. Hold me on the dark side, hold me on the dark side, only on the dark side, baby. We could take a night drive, maybe. Crash into the starlight, baby.